Hello everyone, I am Lalaine Medina and I will be presenting the prehistoric art. So welcome ladies and gentlemen to our exploration of the prehistoric art. In this video, we will be embarking on a journey through time to uncover the fascinating artistic expressions of our ancient ancestors. So here we will be delving into the Stone Age, the Paleolithic, and Neolithic periods where written language was yet to be discovered, but creativity flourished. So starting off with the Stone Age, in Stone Age, our ancestors roamed the earth as nomadic hunter-gatherers. And in the Paleolithic art or the Paleolithic era, or also known as the Old Stone Age, our ancestors also left behind a legacy of breathtaking cave paintings etched deep within the dark recesses of caves, and this also depicted like scenes. In the Neolithic period, the monumental shift towards agriculture naman and settlement. With the advent of booming agriculture came the birth of the villages and the communities. So despite the absence of the written language, these artists ingeniously recorded their daily experiences in various forms, like carved figurines in the caves, and also it windows into the lives of our ancestors. Okay, starting off with the lower and middle Paleolithic era, which was 500,000 years ago, where an engraved seashell using shark's tooth was discovered. So in the lower and middle Paleolithic era, early humans showcased their creativity through a remarkable form of artistry. So the engraving of seashells using shark teeth. This fascinating practice reveals the resourcefulness of our ancient ancestors, offering insights into their cognitive abilities and cultural practices. So also in the lower and middle Paleolithic era, we have found an access at the Saint Achel in France, which is a large chipped stone object which represents the oldest or most common and longest used formally shaped working tool ever made by human beings. So, example dito is may makikita natin na parang a spear. So, yan yung ginawa nila as a tool to hunt or to do their daily living. We also have the Blombos Cave, which is an archaeological site in the South Africa that contains objects made by early humans, and it is also a suggestive of an advanced people capable of generating and understanding the symbols and also abstraction. We also have the Venus of Tantan in Morocco, which is a humanoid shape that is suggesting specific grooves incised in the figurine, and this attributes the nature of the creativeness of our ancestors. In the Upper Paleolithic era naman, which is a pivotal period in the human history, during this time, the early human began to express themselves through the various forms of art. So here we have located in the Malaysian state of Sarawak, Lubang Jereje Saleh Cave revealed its secrets to archaeologists in recent years, such as the a depiction of a human figure believed to be the oldest known painting in Borneo. We also have the Baden-Württemberg, which is a region rich in archaeological treasures. It offers a glimpse into our ancient past as it is a notable discovery stands the Venus of Whole Fels. So it is crafted between 40 to 35 years ago. It holds the distinction of being the oldest undisputed representation of a human figure. It is carved from the mammoth ivory. This 6 centimeter tall figurine portrays a woman with exaggerated sexual characteristic, emphasizing fertility and perhaps reflecting early beliefs of societal norms. We also have one iconic piece from this period, which is the Venus of Wildenborg, also known as the Nude Woman. So it is crafted between 4,000 to 22,000 BCE. This limestone figurine stands as a testament to the artistic prowess and the cultural expression of our ancient ancestors. It also depicts a woman exaggerated figures, including ample breast, a rounded abdomen, and intricate detailing. It is also believed to have held significant symbolic and perhaps ritualistic value during those times. Also, we have the Wolverine pendant of Lei's Ziz. This craftsmanship and attention to detail um, is also a glimpse into the rich artistic tradition. So it is a bone engraved pendant decorated on one side with a drawing of a wolverine facing away from a perforation. Now let's go on to the prehistoric art around the world. So first we have the country Azerbaijan. So nestled in the heart of the Azerbaijan lies a treasure trove of ancient history and artistic expression, which is the Gobustan National Park. Dating back astonishing 12,000 years, this UNESCO World Heritage Site boasts over 6,000 rock engravings depicting a vivid tableau of human and animal figures. Next, we have India. During the 1990s, an exciting archaeological discovery unfolds in India, which is two ancient caves, both carved from quartzite, unveiled a treasure trove of petroglyphs. So these intricate rock carvings etched into the cave walls offered a rare glimpse into the lives and beliefs of ancient inhabitants. So this discovery not only enriches our understanding of prehistoric societies, but also underscores the importance of preserving it. So what is a petroglyph? A petroglyph are ancient rock carvings created by chiseling directly onto the rock surfaces using stone tools like chisels and hammerstones. So unlike the pictographs, which are painted onto rocks, these are formed through a process of pecking away at the rock to create intricate design symbols or images. So this gives insight on the culture and beliefs during those times. So we have the Shang and Zhao dynasty. So in ancient Chinese dynasties, these artifacts were meticulously crafted and used in various ceremonial practices. So these are bronze. So in Shang dynasty, it is known as the advancement in metallurgy, produced exquisite bronze vessels, weapons, and ornaments. And it is also continued during the Zhao dynasty. Also, we have in Japan, it is known as the pottery making since it dates back to the 11th millennium BC. It showcased one of the earliest instances of ceramic artistry in human history. And then the craftsmen employed rudimentary tools such as the stick or cords, occasionally braided to shape wet clay into intricate figures and vessels. Next, we have Korea. In the Banggodae, petroglyphs are a collection of ancient rock carvings found in the region of Ulsan, South Korea. These carvings are etched into large granite slabs along the banks of the Yongsan River, dating back over 5,000 years. This also depicts a variety of scenes including the animals, humans, and abstract symbols. It also provides valuable insights into the daily lives of these Korean people. Now, the Near East prehistoric art. Dating back on astonishing 11 years, it stands as the oldest known significant site created by humans. The Göbekli Tepe challenges conventional wisdom about the capabilities of ancient societies, showcasing complex architecture and intricate stone carvings that predate agriculture and settled communities. In Israel naman, the Ein Sakri Lovers comprises a mesmerizing depiction of two human figures engaged in intercourse, their bodies entwined in a timeless embrace beyond its aesthetic appeal. So the Akri Sakri Lovers hold profound significance as one of the earliest known representations of intimate human relationship in art. So again, this Ein Sakri Lovers was said to have been made in Bethlehem, which is a place that is very mentioned in the Bible. And the Near East, a region rich in ancient civilizations, witnessed a significant transition from the prehistoric to history around the 6th century BCE. So despite the presence of writing for over 2 millennia, this period is still classified as prehistoric. And that ends my report. Again, this video showcased the arts from different countries in the prehistoric era. So in this era, again, it does not use a written language or a systematic written language, but their lives were recorded with the use of paintings, carvings, and the use of tools that were that were found as the most recent human-made art that again showcased the lives of our ancient before. And that will be all. Thank you.